Hey guys, we'll give it a few minutes and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So right now, looking at Bitcoin, we can see it's at 97,000. So again, hovering around this 95 to 97K level amid the market uncertainty. I do think, again, that people have already priced in a lot of the things that have been going on with the tariffs and basically anything that Trump is doing, because it really mirrors what he did in 2018. So I think they're front running that now, and then kind of front running the eventual announcement that stimulus is going to come, QE is going to start, QT is going to stop, etc. So definitely looking forward to that. So watching that very closely. But as far as buying and selling for leverage trading here, what I'm going to be watching is one for the 100-day EMA to hold at around 93.5K. So if we scroll back down, we can see it's a big area of contention anytime Bitcoin gets around this level. Was previous resistance, turns support. It's not as imperative as the 200 EMA, so not going to hold too much weight to this. Really what I would be looking at is for you to bet 92K. So if you can get a 3x leverage long at 92K and then also DCA down to around 89K, that would be money. That would be money, and I think that would provide a lot of opportunity back to the upside. And then after that, that's when you look at 85K, 81K, and then basically 74K, in my opinion, would be the lowest. So a lot of people now are actually looking for 74K, which, again, whenever people get bearish, they start giving these outlandish targets. And so you just got to keep that in mind that, you know, while yes, these targets can still hit, the likelihood of them hitting are very rare. So just something to keep in mind, guys, is, again, when everyone's looking for something to be hit, usually it's the opposite. And so that's why I'm saying We just need to get back above 100K, get some more confidence in the market, get some more good news macroeconomic wise, and then we're off to the races from there. Now, next, looking at, let's see, Sui. So Sui was a coin that I was talking about getting in to where it was at 320, and I posted in my last update, actually, if you guys were in the Telegram, I posted that, you know, you want to bet on high conviction plays here. Sui at 320, and it was actually at 320 recently. Let me see if it actually tapped it. Yeah, so it actually tapped 320 this morning. So you'd already be up almost, what is that, 5%, and if you're on 3x leverage, that's 15x or 15%. And so see, that's why it pays to watch these main levels, guys. So again, for leverage trading for Sui, 320 is a good level, and then also around 285. If you want to hover around this 200 EMA around $3, that wouldn't be a bad level either. So 320 and $3 DCA, 3x leverage, good to place limit orders there. And then resistance wise, it's going to be a lot of resistance near 390 to $4. So make sure, guys, if you have, you know, basically what I'm going to be looking at is, you know, potentially resistance near 390 to 4. So what I'm thinking is if you're in a long position, that's when I would really start taking most of the profits. So next, looking for Ethereum. Also, guys, let me know if you can hear me, just to make sure that everything is good to go on my end. But looking at Ethereum right now, you can see it's at 2660. So hovering just above the support of 25, call it around 2520. And then really what I'm looking at for Ethereum support is about 2370. So you can see this is where it's bounced multiple times in the past. So we are coming up close to this resistance of about 2750, again, where it rejected back in October and September. So we need to get in close above this 2750 level, and then I would start to look for 3000 targets. So until then, again, I drew this last live stream. Basically, you can wait for Ethereum to break above 2750, retest it as support, and then long that retest, or wait for it to drop back down to just below 2370, long that for the bounce, or if you want to wait all the way until 2170 and long that. So, okay, there's three areas you can do. If it were me personally, I would probably wait until one of these two scenarios happen, either 2370 or break above 2750, retest as support, and then long there. So I'm not trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that would come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. I'm not trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. ETH BTC. So this is another one. I'm not trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. ETH BTC. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above and retest of this 2750 support. So this is another one. I'm trying to catch this middle trade. I'm trying to create some more confirmation, and that will come with a break above. Okay, guys, what about now? Is this audio fine? I muted the other audio, so curious if this one is still, if it's still double. But yeah, we'll go ahead and pull up the total 3 chart versus BTC. So total 3 versus BTC. This is an interesting chart, actually. Okay, good, Paulius, thanks. This is a very interesting chart. So Benjamin Cohen was saying this one should bottom out. All right, perfect. Yeah, so this is an interesting chart. Again, comparing Total 3 versus BTC. Basically, what you guys are looking at is the altcoin market cap strength versus the Bitcoin market cap. And so right now, what I would say, if Benjamin Cohen is saying that it should hit the bottom before we have to get an initial push for alts, the bottom for this, I mean, technically we hit the bottom here at 0.042. Now, if he's saying we need to hit the bottom, you know, as far as this 0.22 level, that'd be something else entirely. I mean, at that point, yeah, then you're looking at a big drop, which would be over 50%. Hopefully, this drop here to 0.42 was the bottom for that, because, I mean, you can see how far we've pulled back just from January 2021, September, February of 2022, and December of 2022. So hopefully that was the bottom there, and we can start grinding back to the upside. Again, the RSI looks like it's curving back to the upside, and the stock RSI is almost oversold. So that's what I'm watching right now. We do have a lot of the EMAs, all 4 of them above on the weekly for total 3 BTC. So it's a 2150, 100, and 200 EMA. So there's going to be a lot of resistance coming up. But what I would say here, tentatively, is we have a lower high. Okay? This is what you want to see before a trend change. You want to see it put in lower highs, because eventually that could mean, again, a new uptrend is starting, right? And so potentially we could have that. So I'm going to be watching this very closely, but nonetheless, this does look good. So yeah, keeping a close eye on that, and then seeing real quick if there's any trend lines here. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't really see many trend lines on this one. Potentially, I mean, from the top here, if you want to put a trend line, like maybe this is one, right? It gets the wick though, so not the candle body, so not as significant. But nonetheless, this will be good to break if we can get above this. So call it around 0.055. Let's see, next one. Will there be, Paulia says, will there be Sol overview? Looks like a good price to load up. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out Solana. So yeah, for these live streams, I usually try to go over all the main altcoins and give you guys some good leverage trades to set up. So especially with limit orders, guys, like limit orders are the best because they take out emotion. So what I would say for Solana, I'm still waiting for this 180 to 185 level. Like this green box here has been major support now, so that's why I'm waiting for it. If you want to be safe, guys, place it at 180 at 3x leverage. But if you want to be a little more aggressive, you could go 185. So again, DCAing, placing layer orders in between, that's what I would look at. But as far as resistance is concerned, 200 is still that main resistance, specifically 200 up to 205. If we can break it close above that on the daily, that would be good. Unfortunately, the RSI is looking a little bad, crossing to the downside here after rejecting from the signal line. So what I'd be looking for now is just for Solana to continue chopping around, potentially bottom out once it gets to this 185 to 180 level. And then RSI may be around oversold. And then at that point, a nice bounce to the upside, right? So that's potentially a scenario right now. But yeah, I'd place limit orders definitely at least at 180 for the best risk reward, because you can see it's crossed below it multiple times, but it's still closed above it ultimately. So it'd be a good level, still get you a good entry, and just in case people are trying to front run, wouldn't be too bad. And then resistance wise, look to take profits around call it 220 to be safe. So I'll give you a nice little 20% move. 3x leverage would be 60%, so not too bad at all. And then 260 if you want to have multiple take profits. All right, AVAX. I was just looking at that, Yars. So AVAX right now is very interesting. And before I actually continue, guys, if you guys aren't signed up for Blowfin, sign up in the description. The link is there. We use Blowfin because it's non-KYC. They're legitimate guys. They focus on regulation and compliance and expect to be non-KYC for the next 12 months. If it is for some reason banned in your country state, you can use a VPN like NordVPN. Very easy, and then you can trade on there. But yeah, highly recommend it. As well as if you aren't following me on X, recommend doing that as well. Provide a good info, and then join my Telegram group and subscribe to YouTube as well if you haven't. Appreciate it, guys. But yeah, looking at AVAX here. So AVAX is an interesting one because a couple reasons. So one, they're known for GameFi, right? We're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, even Gunzilla. Like Gunzilla was a hyped game It was a hyped Web3 game that a lot of Web2 streamers got on last year. We had Ninja get on it. We had Shroud get on it. We had a lot of big Web2 streamers get on Gunzilla. And now everyone's waiting for the token. And so, in my opinion, that's going to create some hype for GameFi as well as AVAX. And so, Gunzilla is off the grid. That's the game. Gunzilla is the company. But yeah, so AVAX is in a weird position right now. I would say if you're thinking of buying AVAX, like yes, we did bounce here, which the wick did cover that downside. So I would say support near 22 isn't bad, but right now it's a little iffy, right? I mean, technically, if you want to say this is support as well, because it bounced multiple times in October of last year, you could. In my opinion, though, it's not as strong of a support. So for AVAX, I would still wait for $22 to long. And then for resistance, $30. So if you do 22 to 30, that's a good 30% move, maybe a little more. And then that would get you a almost 100% return on 3x leverage. So yeah, I would say if you can get 22, not bad. And just looking from a technicals perspective, so looking at the RSI right now, it is close to oversold, okay? So we did have oversold where, you know, it went oversold and then it rejected off the signal line. So hopefully we can see it break above the signal line, and that could be a trigger as well, because it is very close. Like AVAX is very close to crossing above this signal line, which again, I think would be a good catalyst because a lot of people have been sleeping on it. So it could be something to take us to this $30 level. So if you want a DCA at 25 and then 22 afterwards, you could do that as well on 3x leverage. Just keep in mind it's a little risky. So if you want to put like 20% in and then the rest 80% at 22 if we get there. If not, you're still in good profits. If it gets to 30, you could do that as well. But yeah, if this RSI crosses over, like pretty sure we're going to be in for a nice run. So because it hasn't been over this signal line since really mid-January, so almost a month. So it's definitely due for another run. And then the stock RSI is also looking very good, crossing to the upside as well from being oversold. So yeah, AVAX isn't too bad. Real quick on the weekly, RSI is not bad. Stock RSI is oversold on the weekly. So yeah, AVAX is starting to look good. I think we may see some good performance from it soon. So yeah, don't sleep on AVAX. Could be a good performer in the near future. Let's see. Evil Lemon says, hey, Data, what's your thoughts on ADA? Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see. So ADA isn't a bad token. There was some hype with their ETF. I know there was talks of them introducing an ETF. I believe, I don't know if it was Grayscale or someone was talking about it, but I did mention it in my last stream. And I mentioned, guys, if you get it anywhere near 65 cents, it's a good buy. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, it's just been going up from there, right? A lot of hype around ADA, and it's a US-based crypto company. So when Trump inevitably announces that no tax on US-based crypto companies, then you have a lot of people buying ADA, ADA, XRP, HBAR, Algo, all those US-based crypto companies. Like, that's when you really have those coins pumping. So that's going to be another catalyst for them. But yes, ETFs also help. Now, there is a lot of resistance here around 85 cents, so keep that in mind, guys. Is if you are not in ADA right now, I would caution against getting it just because there is resistance here. Because one, not only do you have this previous support turn resistance, but you also have the daily 21 EMA, 50 EMA, and 100 EMA all in this little pocket here. So what I would do, if I were you, is either A, wait for ADA to break above this 85 cent or 84 cent level, retest as support, and then you can buy on this retest, or wait for it to come back down to the 65 cent level and then buy there. I would not buy in the middle of this range. So place some limit longs near 65 in case we have another scare wick, and then, or you could wait again until it crosses above, and then you could buy here at support at 84. So that'd be my bet for that. Again, RSI doesn't look too bad. Stock RSI looks pretty good. And then on the weekly, stock RSI is almost oversold as well, so not too bad on that front. Let's see. No problem, Yars. If anyone has any other questions, I'm going to leave them if you want me to look at any coins. Let's go ahead and look at USDT dominance as well. So USDT dominance is another interesting metric that measures the strength of stable coins versus Bitcoin and altcoins. Basically, if people are getting out of Bitcoin and altcoins or investing in them. So right now what we're seeing is a small rejection. So we can even see on the daily, it's just hovering above this 4.5% level. Now, what I would want to see on USDT dominance is for this to break and close below it on the daily, close below 4.5%. Especially if we close below this trend line, you can expect altcoins to send, okay? Because USDT dominance measures how many people are getting out of alts and Bitcoin investing in stables and vice versa. So we want to see this chart go down for alts and Bitcoin to be bullish. And so what I do like is this RSI here is crossing to the downside. This is nice. It's close to crossing below the signal line. This is what you want to see before a nice little bull run. So very nice on that front. Now for the weekly, so the weekly is crossing to the downside, rejecting off that 50 level, which is good as well. So again, some good indications for USDT dominance. So something I'd like to watch here. Again, I'm waiting for the close below, but so far so good. It looks like it may be topping out again, or it may just be resetting for another leg up. You know, we're still unsure. So similar to a lot of coins right now that's chopping, I would just wait for more clarity on this. But yeah, so far it does look good on the daily for the RSI. So crossing my fingers on that one. Let's see, Yars says INJ or Link. Let's go ahead and check those out. Let's see, let's go INJ. So INJ is one we covered last stream. I mentioned this little rounded bottom here. Doesn't look too bad. The RSI did cross above and now is looking like it's retesting as support on the signal line, and then the stock RSI is crossing to the upside as well. So it's actually tentatively does look good. So watching this very closely. But yeah, INJ doesn't look bad here. Potentially buying here around 14, and you could DCA around 13 as well. Look for a target of $16 for the first TP, and then around 17 for the second TP. So that'd still be, again, still be like a 15% move. So 45% on 3x leverage, not too bad. And then looking at Link. So Link's another one we looked at. Again, this one is a good RWA play as well as potential ETF play. They could announce some ETFs with it. What I would say for Link is either A, there's two scenarios you can wait for. So one, for it to break above this resistance at $19 and then retest as support and buy there, or wait for it to retest this $15 support. So I really don't like, I mean, if you want to buy here, because it technically is previous resistance turned support from June of last year, you could buy at this level, but really I'd be more comfortable buying, you know, around a break and then retest of $19, $20. That'd be a little bit more confidence there. But the stock RSI is looking like it's close to oversold. RSI is looking like it's bouncing up to 50 on the weekly, and then on the daily, again, RSI looks somewhat okay. Stock RSI is curving up, so it looks a little better. So yeah, hopefully Link starts outperforming here. Looking forward to that one. And then, let's see, Evil Lemon says, what is a sketch with Hyper? So yeah, so Hype, still bullish on Hype, guys. Hype's a good token. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. Like, it bounced off of this 23 level. It's sent, 24.50. So that's why I'm bullish on Hype. I mean, if you guys can get it near 21.70 or $20, that's the money long. But I don't think we're going to get it just because so many people are front running this coin. It's one of the strongest tokens that I've seen. They have Hyper EVM coming out, which means that a lot of exchanges are going to have to buy Hype. Like, there's so many catalysts of why Hype will go up. And so, yeah, like at this point, yeah, I mean, 21.70 again is a good DCA long and $20. But if we don't get down there, if you want to be a little riskier, then 22.80. 22.80 would be an okay long if you can get it near there, just because we've continued to perform higher lows. And so, but yeah, Hype is a great token, very strong. RSI is crossed to the upside above the signal line. Stock RSI is crossing up on the daily, like very good. It crossed above its EMAs. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Hype. Great token. Next resistance, 23.30 and then $32. Let's see. ZOX says, can we check Sol? Yeah, I actually checked Sol a little earlier, but I will go ahead and talk about it again. So for Solana, the big thing here, again, is rejecting around this $200 level. So I would wait until at least 180 to 185 and imagine that the RSI is going to get close to the oversold before you do that. So yeah, if you want to start placing some limit longs, 180 to 185 would be a good level. And then potentially take a little profits near 200, and then 220 would be your biggest take profit level here. So it'd be a good 10 to 20% move, around 30 to 60% on leverage. Yeah, no problem, Yars. No problem. Yeah, if you got any tokens, let me know. Let's see. No problem, guys. If anyone has any other questions, then if not, let's see if there's anything else I wanted to cover for the stream, because I do have a long drive ahead of me today. Let's see what else we got. Real quick, we can go over XRP. So XRP, again, just like Cardano, US-based crypto coin, ETF news with it as well. So tentatively bullish on this one. Either A, look for a retest of $2, or look for a breakout and retest of 260 along. Right now, it's a little bit in no man's land. But again, it does look to be making slowly higher lows. RSI is close to crossing above the signal line on the daily, so it looks pretty good as well. And the stock RSI is looking across to the upside as well. So looking good for XRP on that front. So not too bad there. Let's see. Yar says Rune. We can go ahead and check that one out. So yeah, Rune is an interesting one. Not looking the best, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't touch Rune right now. I mean, if you want to long it, I would wait until 76 cents. Like, it's trying to regain this previous support turn resistance now. So, RSI is almost oversold. Stock RSI is oversold on the weekly. So it may not be a bad bet here just based off of technicals alone. You know, could we be doing something similar that we did in 2023? It's possible, right? RSI and stock RSI are at similar levels. So if you want to take the risk here and then put your as far as stop loss is concerned, not much room here. I mean, if you want to say below $1.12, we can go on the daily here. Like, it's making higher lows on the daily, which is good. Yeah, if it were me, I'd probably place my stop around 112 if I'm taking a long here. But yeah, RSI looks good. Stock RSI is starting to look a little overbought, so just keep that in mind. But the weekly does look good. No problem, Yars. Yeah, still at 12:30 p.m. here, so not too bad. Let's see. Besides that, guys, trying to think what else we could have. Basically, for the overall market, what I'm looking at, I'm expecting, again, still expecting a relief bounce. But today, you did have, a little pullback in some coins, but you had a little short-term bounce. So not too bad. But like I said, try to place your limit orders at major support levels on the daily and weekly. That would be my biggest bet and my biggest advice there, because in this market, when it's very choppy, very uncertain, you don't want to bet at disadvantageous levels. So you want to make sure that you're getting the best RR in your tokens so that you are getting the best price on there. So with that said, yeah, I will be doing these live streams Tuesday through Thursday, and it will be at 12 p.m. CST. Yard says Doge, so we can go over Doge real quick. Let's go ahead and cover that. Let's see. Yeah, so Doge right now, what I'd be looking at is either a break or a retest of this 22-cent level as support, and then I would buy there, or I would wait for a break and retest of this 26-cent level. So, and then I would buy here. So those would be the two levels for Doge. And then resistance, you got 30 cents, 34 cents, and then 41 cents. So I'd probably take some profits, probably around, I'd probably say 30. Yeah, 30 and 34 is where I take some profits. And then technically we could go higher from there. But if you look at it on the daily, these 30 and 34 cent levels are still pretty significant. And then 41 is really the main one there. But the RSI is looking good. Stock RSI is crossing to the upside. So Doge doesn't look too bad, honestly. Like I said, if you can get it on a break of this 26 cent level and a retest, definitely could be a good long on there. Let's see. Spurgeon says, bro, I'm 19 and planning to move to Dubai. Would be nice meeting with you. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and your time. Hey, Spurgeon, definitely. I will be at Token 2049 in Dubai. So that's going to be April 30th or May 1st. So hope to meet all you guys there. Hopefully we'll see, I don't know if there's going to be any like good side events for like the Gym Hunters or Capital Club or anyone in Dubai for that event. But nonetheless, I will be at side events. We'll be at Token 2049. So there's going to be a lot of people, guys. So make sure you go to Token 2049. If not, it's going to be a fun event. You can see here that early bird tickets are available, so if you haven't bought them yet, you can pay with crypto as well. But yeah, should be a fun event as well. But yeah, if no one has any more questions, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hate to cut the stream a little short. Just got to travel today, so it's going to be a little long. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Go ahead and follow me in my Telegram group on X, and then sign up for Blowfin if you haven't. Really appreciate it. Helps us with the channel. And till next time, guys.